Salutations, this is Grim Devel, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Caves of Cod. We are Nashrumir, the repugnant beast, in the middle of a slimy salt desert, having just killed an osprey hunter, a psychic hunter, and that was fun. But now I think we're gonna finally look at our quests again. And the next main story quest is to seek the Heart of the Rainbow in the Rainbow Woods. And I don't really see a reason we shouldn't start heading over there. We still have, a few historic sites to go to. There is one in the Rainbow Wood we might check out. I'm just going to fly. Our encumbrance isn't the best. What's burdening us here? A bunch of melee weapons. Most of them we have to sell. We could also just drop them. We also have a bunch of stuff that isn't even worth that much. We've got plenty of stuff to drop if we want to. We don't really have a lot of books. We have some, but not a ton. We're a little close to... We're not that close to the to the 6-day stilt. I don't think it's worth going up there. I think we're just gonna start manually heading to the Rainbow Woods. Do we have... yeah, this gives us strength. Yeah, if we weren't wearing that, we might be overburdened. We're fine. We're going to start heading that way. And I know I could use one of my... I think we might even have a Kia recoiler. But I want a manual. I'm going to walk. We've got water. I want some random encounters, to be honest. Although, we're not getting any. Alright, here's some ruins. We discover Namur. I'm gonna land. Are we inspired? We are inspired. We'll need to eat, so we might as well look at some ingredients. I'm gonna auto-explore. Look at what ingredients to, what kind of meal, what kind of recipe we want to make, to learn permanently. We have so many, and now that we've all the resistances we care about, I think I'm at a state where I just, randomly use... Oh, hello there. Randomly using whatever ingredients we have, but maybe we should be more deliberate. So here's a random artifact we found in this forgotten ruin. The steel mace of the Venerable Sea. Is it actually steel? Let's see. Oh. A quorum of polished steel is blown out of a combat-pecked rod. So this doesn't actually seem to have any special effects on it. I'll take it, but it's not... I think we'll just sell it. It might be worth more because I think it is technically an artifact, even though it's named. But it has nothing special about it other than the name and the icon. It's yellow. That's cool. Okay, what is this here? Longsword, okay. Yeah, let's cook. Let's do that. Let's make camp. We have single weapon fighting on. I just kind of want to look. We've such a big abilities list. Just want to make sure I've got an inventory in my head of everything we have. Okay, before we do this, let's take a look at cooking. Hey, I had the tab open. I've actually had this tab open for weeks. Okay, what do we have? Or what I want to look at is not necessarily everything here, but what effects here? What effects are going to be useful? We have psychometry, +4 agility, corrosive breath. Quills. I find quills annoying because it gets rid of your armor. Little bit of mental armor. Beguiling. That's interesting. Beguiling is actually very interesting. Well, we have phasing, but it would enhance it. Burgeoning is cool. Poison breath. Natural healing rate, although that's soul curd. I don't even know what that is. We've got saves to bleeding. Cycle gland paste reveals secrets to you. I don't think we actually need a recipe for that, but that's very good to know. Cycle gland paste. I never knew that. Cloning draft. Yeah, we're not using cloning draft. Burgeoning. Willpower, strength. Strength. Yeah. Stun breath. Teleport other. Sticky tongue. The drop of nectar, right. Okay. And that's that, huh? I think I want to try... Oh, phase effects last twice as long. That's nice. Congealed... Phase silk and congealed shade oil. Yeah, so that's something. But congealed love, beguiling, plus for ego, both of those would be good. And I think we might have some. We don't have any congealed love. We could make some. I do have phase silk. Let's do that. Let's do some phase silk here. Oh, and I have cycle gland paste. I'm not going to put that in this recipe. I'm just going to make this a basic one ingredient recipe. All right. It enhances our phasing, but that's fine. Nashramir's mild ethereal fiber. Nice. Plus 3 levels to phasing. Our phasing is even better now. But we won't get a recipe from this, but let's cook with that cycle gland paste and get a secret. Right? I should be reading this out loud. You gather whatever you find from your meal, some cycle gland paste, an apricot, and a hunk of cheese. You eat the meal. Reveals a secret. You note the location of some forgotten ruins in the location ruins section of your journal. Okay, well, that was a little lackluster, but... Okay, we're kind of getting close to the Rainbow Wood. I think maybe we take the scenic route for the rest of the way. And hope we maybe come across some interesting things. Here's a road. Let's follow the road. Doo-doo. And let's see if we can't find Pax Klanq this episode. Got some fighting over there. Ooh, all right. We sense the animus of a vast mind. Someone is near. Okay. I'm a little worried. What I'm mildly worried about is if someone starts doing a sunder mind on us from very far away. There's not much you can do about that sometimes. Oh, hello. All right, here we go. Yemet no longer. Swathing the frail frame of this waif is the habit of his order. Gray matter robes and a blindfold over his eyes. Well, Pato's offspring of the surf, we're going to discharge on you. And then... Siphon Vim. Dead. As soon as I hit you with my sword. Alright. Well, we didn't get anything from that, but... Oh, are you a psychic thrall? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're all psychic thralls. Juice sap. Alright, that's fine. Fly. I'm gonna discharge on you. Oh, there's another one. You're no longer Servant of Toe. And you are disliked by a bunch of people and hated by the villagers of Tamor. You are, of course, loved by the Seekers of the Sightless Way. So... Seekers of the Sightless Way. Yeah, they would like us less. But of course it is a net positive in general. That might be fine. You have got some okay loot, too. Let's try to get ourselves off of being on fire. Okay. We're not flying anymore. Let's go over here. Yeah, are they all psychic thralls? A lot of psychic thralls here. I think maybe they use burgeoning, too. Someone used burgeoning. I'm gonna try to hide behind some of the foliage here. Alright, it's laser beaming me. Oh, whoops. Can you get closer? Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's come down here. That's a little better. I resisted being confused. Very good. All right, here they come. Is there anything I can do about the force field? And am I okay killing them? Am I okay getting a little negative with the Seekers of the Sightless Way? They might dislike me, actually, if I do kill this person. I don't really want that. I would be okay if I had more reputation with the Seekers of the Sightless Way. I'm gonna run away. Are you just a thrall? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't want to deal with it. All right, let's land. Just regular ruins here. Why is that juice sap hostile? I guess they're just always hostile? There's no reason I can't use these guns. Oh, the rhythmic pistol needs a thing. Okay. Sure. I guess use the biodynamic cell. No, that's fine. Fire? Okay. We don't have any pistol, whoops, skill? Well, you know, it's something. Oh. I can also, you know, fly up and just attack. Alright, let's keep going. March on forward. Do 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 do. I am glad we found a psychic hunter. I don't think they... Okay, here we go. Here's another chance. Okay. Oh. Alright. Sundering Mind, but we're pretty close. So I think this is okay. I'm going to discharge. And then I think just attack. Yes! At the moment of victory. Oh, I didn't actually look at you. Your swelling ego curves the psychic ether and causes the psyche of Yakas no longer, Pto's osprey of the cistern, to collide with your own. As the weaker of the two, its binding energy is exceeded and it explodes. Would you like to encode its psionic bits on the holographic boundary of your own psyche? Yes! You encode the psyche of Yakas no longer and gain +1 ego. Good. And you'll notice, you know, I should have checked, but we didn't change any reputation there. Oh. The forces of slaughter have rearranged parts of the body. You ponder how rearrangement means something different in each of its contexts. Pieces on a game board, favored courtiers in a king's hall, and parts on a body. I've not seen that message. That's cool. Well, our first +1 ego. I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. Okay. Oh, great. We're inspired, and there's another Animus of a Vast Mind. Okay, back up. Discharge. Attack. All right, killed you. I should have looked. I'm forgetting to look at them. But this is great. We're inspired again. Let's make camp. And we do have more phase silk. Or, yeah, we do. And Voider gland paste. I'm not sure if that was one of the ingredients. But actually, how much? I have 3 love injectors. I'll use one of them. I'll use one of them here. All right, now we have 5 servings of congealed love. We're gonna make a recipe with one. You toss some congealed love, a dash of erstwhile foamcrete flake, a diaphanous wing, and a smidgen of abstract anise into a pot, and stir. You eat the meal. And we can now use beguiling at level 1 through 2, which of course for us, Nastromir's Lust Bread. All right, well, it's level 1. It's level 1, but it's actually better than level 1. It's level 4 because we have +3 bonus from our ego. So not bad. We can use a little beguiling. Maybe we'll use some beguiling right here on this Animus of a Vast Mind. They're right there. Oh, I was thinking Burgeon. Beguile. Right. No, Beguile's... I don't know if we want a permanent companion. Maybe. Well, we're going to kill this person. Let's siphon Vim first. Bonded. Why did we, move? I don't know. Discharge. That was good. Yes! Oh, I forgot to look at them again. I'm so bad at this. All right, at the moment of victory... I mean, it's the exact same message, but yes. Unbelievable. +2 ego. Yeah, same message on the corpse. No thralls. We've gotten +2 ego really quickly. And that increased our ego bonus. So now we have +4. And our beguiling is even higher level. So now if we do want to beguile someone, we can. If we want a companion without spending reputation, we can get one. We can just beguile, like, hey, here's a little Naphtali jeer. I can just say beguile creature. Look at that. Now, the thing about beguiling is I think they will become aggressive if you fail to beguile them, unlike proselytize, which is a skill that you can learn that has a very similar effect. But now we've got a little friend. And a little friend, I mean, we could also change who the friend is, can carry things for us. We can also equip them with decent armor and weapons and stuff like that. So, interesting. The jeer is pretty slow. They're also trivial, but they give... I think the jeer does a debuff effect on your foes, so that's a nice thing. It could also be nice when we're in a when we're in a place where they're hostile creatures. We can beguile one of them, potentially. Flaming Club, that's okay. Replace cell, disassemble it. What's in here? Fresh water. I'll take that right now. Get one of the enemies on your side, kind of thing. Oh, we discover a goat folk village, which goat folk are neutral with us, so let's see what's here. Painted ring mail, we'll take a look. We already knew about that little nugget of information about Aroxosheed. I'll take these ingredients. I'm gonna not even mess with the advanced toolkit. We have one. We don't need another chem cell. I didn't even care enough to extract and disassemble it. I think we have plenty of those bits. Okay, let's just manually. Is there anything in here? No. I'm so happy about the ego. I think soon we'll be able to even, like, remove our pistols again. This gives us... Right, it's the temporal fugue. Yeah. I wonder... Well, let's see what happens if we equip. Right now our Psychic Glimmer is 34, which is enough. We are being watched and pursued by ospreys. No, stop. If we re-equip Mayercott, then we still have 30 Psychic Glimmer and we are being watched. So that's great. We don't need to equip those pistols anymore. Of course, you know, if we want a really amazing Temporal Fugue, we could do that. We might still need to be wearing our helmet or whatever, we're wearing something else, I think, that gives us... Hold on, something over here is legendary. And I would like to see who it is. Oh, you. Foshio Safasaf. Yeah. Well, you're disliked by a whole bunch of people, so I'm not going to water ritual with you. I could kill you. It's easy to get reputation with mechanimists, and will become easier and easier the more and more artifacts we find. But I think I'm just going to leave you alone. I don't really care that much about the reputation for that. Oh, we can now build HE missiles. I'm just walking around here because there's a lot of trash that we can sift through. A lot of walls of force. Oh man, they're really all going at it, aren't they? Some chests up here. Don't care about those things. Disassemble the plastic tree. We found the location of another Goatfolk village. I think our friend leveled up. We can take a look here. Yeah, the Naftali Jir gained a level. Has probably gained several levels, actually, since they've been in our... in our employ. Painted Sandals about Emed II. Throughout the entirety of 2585 BR, Emed II plundered all of Tunip, conducting midnight raids on the villages of baboons and robots. She became known as the Scourge of Tunip. Yeah. All right. That's that. I do kind of want to look at anything on the ground here. Carbide longsword. Ashes. I'm just kind of looking at the loot. Yeah, nothing amazing. Okay. Let's look here. How far away? All right, we're getting close to the Rainbow Wood. And I think we want to get here, kind of in the middle. Let's just start... Okay. Oh, Naftali Jir loses interest in us. I didn't realize beguiling... Oh, beguiling... Yeah, we don't have beguiling anymore. We don't have the skill anymore. So... So it's temporary. Right. That makes sense. So you can't permanently beguile if you lose the skill? All right, let me talk to the albino. Wait. Oh, I can't. They don't actually have language. Or the maybe it's the intelligence. I don't know. Whatever. To let us know. I can talk with enough Tali. Here we go. To ask about our location. Thank you. I'm going to get here. And then we're just going to go straight right to try to get to where we want to go in the Rainbow Wood. All right, here we are in the Rainbow Wood. Immediately coming across a legendary tortoise, or a legendary great saltback, actually, who is hated by goat folk, unfortunately. Otherwise, we would do the water ritual with. I will talk to you. See, oh, you do have some stuff to trade. I'll also take a look at you. Words fail to contain the paradox of his domesticated immensity. Drifts on the cultural seas have swept a particular fable to your attention. Long ago, far away, folks supposed all of everything rested on the back of a world tortoise. Surely that flight of fancy came to someone gazing on a great saltback. Or does your own vision echo through the past to partake in its creation? I will take these bananas. I'll take these things too. Yeah, let's keep it moving. I do, of course, want to watch for spores. We want to watch for spores because we don't have regeneration or anything like that. We can get infected. They are neutral to us, so I don't think they'll intentionally spray us. But they can accidentally spray us. And you'll notice in the Rainbow Wood there are a lot of weeps, but they're not special locations when you find them here. Unlike pretty much everywhere else. Here's a mono sludge. But also neutral, so we're going to just kind of keep trucking through. Come down here, okay. But it's a great place if it's, you know, if it's safe enough for you, which it is for us because everything is neutral here so far. Great place to find really most liquids. We're inspired again. And we might do another congealed love recipe just to see if we can get ego. An ego boost one. Like here's honey. Acid. Do we need acid? Yep, we just collected 8 drams. A deep pool. Let's try to avoid the deep pool of primordial soup. A lot of cider over here. But yeah, we're on the cider weep. And if you've never played this before, you might not know what to look for. But we are looking for something very specific. And actually, it's very possible that we'll pass it and I won't realize it. We do need to kind of like take a look around, maybe. I know what it is we're looking for. Oh, well. We apparently finished the first step of the quest. So I guess that indicates that what I need is here. Human remains here. Aha, and look at this. Right here. Soupy El Cattle. Its aspect imbued with lucent coral. This mushroom catches your eye like no other. Cud knows no such hue, and so you ask yourself, what sort of radiant rain dyed its flesh? Could it be an iota of the eaters themselves, mummified in the soil of the Rainbow Wood? We're going to take it, harvest it. Yeah. Now, if you don't have harvest, there's still something you can do here. Oh, we took a cybernetics credit wedge. Right here on this corpse, there's a scroll bound by a strand of kelp, and there's 2 eaters' flesh, which we'll look at that too. Sight senses blur on spongent craters of a swollen coral moon. Is this the flesh of gods? And let's take a look at the scroll. Ooh, this is long. It is... Oh, How much time do we have? All right, you know what? Let's read it. Should we read it? No, we're not gonna, you know what? We're gonna wait for our reading episode. I'm gonna take it. It's a yellow book. I'm gonna mark it on my list here of things we need to read. Scroll bound by a strand of kelp. And at a certain, when we have some critical mass of, I'm gonna harvest all these. All right, well, we harvested a bunch. Some critical mass of yellow books, we'll do a reading episode. All right. So, we're going to eat the eater's nectar. Food. Not eater's nectar. What's it called? Is it the eater's flesh? No, I guess it is the eater's flesh. Eat it. We finish the step, eat the god's flesh. Oh, things are getting trippy now. Okay. And now we need to look for the road. Oh, whoops. I hope I didn't get itchy skin. I am covered in spores. That's bad. Alright, we don't have itchy skin. Alright, so we're okay. I think I see a road up here. Yeah, there it is. We're going to follow it. So this road only appears once you've eaten the eater's flesh. Where am I? Oh, I'm kind of off the screen a little bit. What is this, sap? And unlike the last game, oh my gosh, that was all my fault, where we found Pax Klanq. This time, they shouldn't be hostile to us. Here we go. We have followed the coral path. And here we are. We know they're back here, and I think there's the only thing you can do is break this open. Burrow claws. Okay. Stop burrowing claws. Hello. Okay. Here we have salty and soupy Pax Klanq. Is it a coincidence that the knotted, erumpent throng of organ that is Pax Klanq is shaped in the vague form of a humanoid? Or is it the prodigy fungus welcoming their extra-dimensional arthropoid visitors with a warm gesture? In either case, their splendid orange cap looks like a fancy hat. Their semblance ends there, however. In place of a face, there's only a trio of undulating tentacles. At the edges of your field of vision, more tentacles writhe over tools, books, circuit boards, frog cadavers, and saltwater pearls. You realize just how many things Klanq does at once, and you wonder at nature's decision to bestow peak organic wit to a fungus. So, loved by fungi, hated by the villagers of Karvapa, and disliked by the kinfolk of the Great Inkwell. Karvapa is neutral. And of course, the Great Inkwell, I think, really don't like us. So that would be fine, but I don't want Karvapa to be mad at us. So I'm not going to do the water ritual with you, but I will talk with you. Oh, I need a voice for fungus person. I don't know. Oh, man. I should think of these voices beforehand, and I don't. Three tentacled face fungus person. Anything I do now is going to be bad. Klanq, Klanq, puff at you. Excuse me? Klanq, puff at you. Why are you the color of coral? And why did the brick road outside only appear after I ate the eater's flesh cap? Klanq want no visitors, so Klanq relocate workshop. Half dimension away. Tasty's altar viewing plane. I am here to collect a debt for the Barathromites. Prickles. Klanq miss Prickles. Why do you owe Prickles a debt? Klanq puff on Prickles during lecture at light refraction. Prickles angry. Well, you can repay the debt now. Barathrum wants you to build something. A climber. He says only you can do it. Klanq care little for debt. But you owe Barathrum. He needs your help. Klanq puff on debt. Is there anything I can do to change your mind? Klanq think. Klanq got it. Klanq puff on you. Excuse me? Klanq puff on you. You host Klanq, you spread Klanq for Klanq. Then your Klanq shrivels away. Klanq puff on you. Then Klanq build jalopy. Fine. Puff away. And we need to select a limb to infect here. What's a good thing? What don't we care about for a little bit? We've got a shield that we don't use a lot. So I think maybe where the steel buckler is, which is one of our arms, I'm going to see right arm, doesn't really matter. Let's do right arm. You've contracted Klanq on your right arm. And now we need to spread Klanq around Cud in 4 ways of our choosing. Klanq puff on you. Klanq build jalopy. Alright, Salty Soupy Pax Klanq takes the blueprints for Q-Girl's climber design. Excellent. Okay. There might have been a better slot that we could have done. Like Warner around the wings, we're not using that much. But yeah, that was the one. And even our other arm is just a compass bracelet. So I think this is fine. In fact, it still it has an armor value to it, too. It gives us +1 intelligence. Some reputation with fungi, less reputation with the consortium of Phyta, but our reputation with Phyta is actually really good. So, now we can spread Klanq around. And let's take a look at what those quests are. We have to choose 4 of these 6. We can either puff Klanq spores in the vicinity of the rusted archway. That's easy. Puff Klanq spores onto a sooty smock. I think we know where some sooty smocks are. Puff Klanq spores at a depth of at least 20 levels. Sure. Puff Klanq spores onto some congealed blaze. We may already have some. Puff Klanq spores on a sentient member of the Tortoises faction. Or puff Klanq spores on a desalination pellet. Okay. All pretty easy. Gonna auto-explore a little bit here. See if there's anything on these tables. I think we're gonna leave now. I guess one question. Oh, whoops. Yeah, if you try to go to the world map when you're in the Rainbow Wood, you can immediately get lost again. You discover some forgotten ruins. I was trying to see. Well, since there are forgotten ruins here, let's take a look around. Are we inspired again? We are. Do we have congealed blaze? I don't know. We can certainly make some. Let's make camp. Preserve fresh food. No, I don't see any blaze, but we can. We've got 4 blaze injectors, so. Cool. Let's drop one. And also if we have any desalination pellets, which I don't think we do. Where's the congealed blaze? There. Drop one. And do we have desalination pellets? That would be under what? What is it? We may not have any. No, 2 ogre 8 parts. Oh, we do. Drop. All right, 2 things right here. And now I'm going to puff spores. Cool, we did it onto some blaze and a desalination pellet. All right, take those back. And we're inspired, so do we want to do more? Try to, you know what? Let's do another love one. Congealed love. All right. Natural's goulash over lost yogurt, and this is beguiling at level 2. Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same recipe as before, so it didn't give us anything new. I was hoping for the ego boost. I think next time we might choose a different ingredient, but and maybe we'll try to do some combination stuff. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm realizing normality breath is something with nullbeard gland paste. That might be nice to have. Okay. Well, let's auto explore in these forgotten ruins. Forgotten ruins. I've tendency, I think, to say runes sometimes when I mean ruins, and probably say ruins when I mean runes. Hold on. What is this pot? Oh, it's just a clay pitcher. Okay. But yeah, see if there's anything worthwhile in these forgotten ruins. I think there's a tinker here. Say that. Disassemble. Oh, a lot of little slugs, little ick slugs, which I think pretty sure we've looked at before. Pretty sure. A lot of sludges. All right, we're not really finding any something hostile. No. All right, we heard something. A lot of violence over here. Oh, great. Ooh, all right, well, that was worth it. Metamorphic polygel, fantastic. Pink slime needs the inner wall of the glass bottle. Yeah. All right, we're going to take that. We'll take these things, too. I think we have an injector, don't we? That gives us +1 to an attribute. Don't we have at Yafo have some artifact like that? So that's fantastic. Fly. Oh, right. Lost. Well, let's get unlost. Oh, well, Pax Klanq can get us unlost. Although I think we may need to manually leave. Well, we could always... I don't know why I'm saying that. We can just use a recoiler. I was wondering if we want to revisit going to the historic site that's in the Rainbow Wood, but we had a really hard time there last time. I think we just go back to Yafo. Especially with this metamorphic polygel. Let's do that. Excellent. Let's also clean ourselves here. Okay. Mehmet. All right, let's see. Do we have an artifact? An artifact injector, I think is what I'm looking for. No, maybe we don't. Maybe I'm just confusing it with a different game. That could easily be. We do have, of course, Cloning Draft and Brain Brine. So we might wait till we find something really good to use metamorphic polygel, and in the meantime, I'm going to store it here. Metamorphic polygel, if you're not aware, will... Yeah, it starts to take the shape of what's on the other side, is what it says. So it basically clones an item. Which, if you find something like an artifact that gives you permanent attribute boosts, you can clone that. You can clone it for as many metamorphic polygels as you can find. So that can be a really good use for it. So we're going to save it for something like that. And so we've done half of the spreading Klanq. And next episode, we'll do 2 more. Probably go to the Resolute Archway. That's going to be easy. And I think it'll probably be easy to find a sooty smock. But if not, we could... I don't think a lot of these things... yeah, or we can go 20 levels down. That might be fun anyway. I enjoyed playing with you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.